Focus of the spring semester. I'm Zach Jones, and since the start of the spring semester, there have been a lot of events happening on campus, so we'll get to some of those later. But first, I'm sitting down with Gia Anthony and Julia Davies, two members of the women's lacrosse team, to talk about RMU's chapter of Morgan's Message. How are you guys?
I'm good. Thank you for having us.
All right, let's get into it. So, what is Morgan's Message?
Just like a quick little backstory. So Morgan's Message was founded about 2-3 years ago when a Duke women's lacrosse player had committed suicide due to her mental health issues. And her family just kind of took over this whole big mental health movement. They started this whole movement within the NCAA and created this program to start kind of ways to raise awareness for student-athlete mental health.
That's so nice. And so what does it mean to you?
It's kind of just finally the opportunity for the recognition that it needed, because obviously mental health is a big topic in today's world and a big thing that needs to be addressed. But I don't think everyone understands some of the things that student athletes go through necessarily that have maybe a greater impact on their life.
Yeah, and you two were the ones who brought it to RMU, correct?
Yes.
So why was it so important to you to start the chapter here at RMU?
We didn't feel like we had something that was as focused. Like, we know we have like RMU Thrive and like the counseling center, but nothing that really focused on student athletes and kind of the specific struggles that we could face on a day-to-day life.
Yeah. And what are the meetings? When do you guys meet?
We meet, ideally we would meet every single month, because the program kind of requires us to have a meeting every single month about different topics. So far we've only had one, and it was just our introduction meeting. We were supposed to have one yesterday, but due to weather we canceled it. But going forward, we're hoping to have them every single Thursday of, the second or third Thursday of every month at 6 p.m.
Okay, awesome. And where at?
The Joe Walton Stadium classroom.
Perfect. And are the meetings restricted to student athletes only, or are they open to everyone?
They're open to everyone. They just tend to be more focused on specific issues such as like performance anxiety or like your intrinsic motivation for your sport.
Yeah, and what can students expect from the organization now that it's on topic on campus?
I'm hoping that with we do actually have a decent amount of people signed up for it. We have at least 30-40 people, and I'm hoping that with all those people, it'll just kind of start almost a domino effect, chain reaction kind of thing, that everyone will kind of become aware that student athletes aren't just athletes and that we're people too. And yeah, we put our jersey on and we play our sport, but at the end of the day, we all wake up in the morning and feel pretty anxious about going to practice, or even anxiety before a test and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. And so as student athletes yourself, how do you balance the academic side of things and also your athletic responsibilities?
A lot of time management.
Yeah.
You kind of learn throughout going through the years, especially throughout freshman year, of how to work through when you're tired and what your body really needs and what to focus on more, and to kind of balance your life out more, I guess.
For me personally, I like to make a lot of lists and stuff. Every single day, I always have a day planner, making sure that I have what I'm going to eat that day planned out. I have all my homework that I need to get done for the day planned out, just so that I know what I have to do the second practice is over.
Yeah, and the lacrosse season is coming up. When does it start?
First game is February 10th.
That's so awesome. How can students support the team?
So come to home games, or a lot of our away games are live streamed, so watching them and is an awesome way to support too.
I think on the RMU Women's Lacrosse Instagram, there's a link in our bio where you can purchase tickets, but I'm pretty sure students will get them for free, but just in case.
That's awesome. And after falling to Central Michigan last year in the championship, how do you guys look to improve on this season?
We want to win. We want another ring.
Yeah.
So we've been working a lot as unbonding as a team and kind of becoming one big unit, so then we rise together, we fall together, we're all one.
Yeah, losing honestly isn't really an option in any of our eyes at this point. We want to get that ring back, because the feeling of walking off the field after the last buzzer sounded at the end of the game was just heartbreaking, and it's a feeling you never want to feel again.
Yeah. Wow, those guys are hungry for the championship. And if you are interested in learning more about Morgan's Message, then head over to their Instagram at Morgan's Message RMU. When we come back, we will be talking about the events that took place last week, as well as all the events you can look forward to in the upcoming weeks. Stay tuned here on RMU Focus.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother and
I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM.
Welcome back to RMU Focus. Now, let's get into some of the events that will be taking place on campus in the upcoming week. Last week, RMU saw many clubs and organizations meet again for the spring semester. On Tuesday, Student Life held the Spring Activities Fair to give students a chance to check out some of these organizations and more. That same day, RMU gave students the chance to donate blood at the RMU Blood Drive on campus. Then on Wednesday, the Munchies Doodle Club continued their weekly Wednesday meetings in Wheatley at noon. Also on Wednesday, the Center for Student Success held the Making Major Decisions classroom to career event in the Franklin Center. And yesterday, Res Life handed out furry little friends in the stuffed animal giveaway at the Office of Residence Life. If you want more information about the events that took place last week or the events that are coming up, then make sure you head over to rmucenturymedia.com. The writers over there have got you covered on all the newest information for both news and arts and entertainment, and stay up to date with the latest information all at rmucenturymedia.com. And tonight, RMU invites the class of 2023 to the UPMC Event Center at 6 to celebrate finally getting out of here. A free drink ticket and snacks will be provided before the Colonials take on Detroit Mercy for the 100 Days Till Graduation celebration. Don't forget your ID, as you can use it as a drink ticket for an alcoholic beverage. Wanting to compete with the campus itself, the Brothers of Phi Delta Theta are holding a pizza and comedy night at the same time as the 100 Days Till Graduation celebration. We'll see which gets a bigger crowd as the brothers prepare their best jokes for those gathering at Hopwood Hall at 6. Tomorrow, the Office of Res Life is hosting a paper airplane competition at the John Jay Gym at 1. Come join the CAs and fight for your shot of winning a certificate of triumph. Don't worry, it's not BYOP. Supplies are provided. Visit Madam President's office in the School of Business building Monday at noon to hang out with Dr. Patrick in an informal meet and greet. Students can learn more about the future of the university and provide feedback in this unique opportunity. Make sure you RSVP on Revolution so you can secure your exclusive gift. Dr. Michelle Patrick might even make an appearance on RMU Focus very soon, so make sure you tune in every week. On Tuesday, the Center for Student Success is hosting the Exploring Career Options, Strategies and Resources event in Franklin 204 at 4:30. The event is geared towards students who have decided a major but aren't sure what opportunities are available in that field. Later that Tuesday at 5, the Financial Management Association is holding an internship panel in the School of Business building, room 106. The event gives underclassmen the opportunity to ask upperclassmen about internships, the responsibilities involved, and how best to obtain one. Are you looking for an arts appreciation set credit? Well, the Balanced Response Open Reception could be what you need. Beginning on Tuesday at 5, over 25 artists will be displaying their work in the Wheatley Gallery. Free for all students to see, the event has been going on from January 17th and will run until March 17th. but the set credit can only be completed Tuesday, so make sure you fill out that write-in response. The Center for Student Success is holding the Professional Networking 101 event in Franklin 204. Starting at 4:30, the event covers how to do elevator pitches, how to network, use LinkedIn, and more tools that can benefit students as they begin to move into a career. If any of these events interest you, you can check out revolution.rmu.edu for more information. And the men's and women's basketball teams will be living in the event center this weekend, playing 3 games between the 2 teams over the weekend. 4 if you count yesterday's game. Tonight at 7, the men's team will take on Detroit Mercy as the Colonials look to get revenge for the loss they suffered to the Titans earlier in the season. After the women's last night loss to Northern Kentucky, the women's team will attempt to win their second game against Wright State this season, tipping off at 1 tomorrow. The men's team suffered a close loss to Oakland just weeks ago, and they're going to have to step up play as they face the Golden Grizzlies once again on Sunday at 1. If you want more information for all of these games, then head over to Colonial Sports Network, where the writers have got you covered. Colonial Sports Network is your home for everything Robert Morris Athletics, from the Joe Walton Stadium, the UPMC Event Center, the North Athletic Complex, and even over on the island. Make sure you check it out at colonialsportsnetwork.com. And when we come back, I will be talking about all the Pittsburgh events you can look forward to this weekend. So stay tuned here on RMU Focus. Didn't she say she was moving to... My mouth feels like clay right now.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? And now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org. Jason, let's go see your room.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes now. Could spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going through changes, through all of the strangeness. I'm going through changes now.
Welcome back. Now, let's get into the Pittsburgh events that you might want to check out this weekend. Even though Casey's gone, some things never change. That's right, I'm talking about opera again. The Pittsburgh Opera is holding the first ever Pittsburgh performance of the Scottish high drama Ariodante. 2 of the shows have already happened, leaving only 2 left. One tonight at 7:30 and one on Sunday at 2. The opera is being performed at the Pittsburgh Creative and Performing Arts Theater. And there is a new musical based on the 90s star Alanis Morissette's hits. It's called Jagged Little Pill, and it's coming to the Pittsburgh Benedum Center this weekend. The musical will play music from the star's album of the same name, and there are multiple performances Saturday and Sunday, and prices range, so check trustarts.org for more info. Tomorrow at noon, the World Oddities Expo is coming to town for their first annual Pittsburgh event. The expo prides itself on having small business and artisan goods provide their conventions with goods. The main show floor is open from noon to 8 tomorrow and costs $20 for general admission to all the vendors and live entertainment. Join artist educators for Dandy Andy, a monthly tour in which you can trace Andy Warhol's romantic relationships and how they helped define him as an artist and a man. On the last Saturday of every month, aka tomorrow, you can visit the 7th floor of the Andy Warhol Museum at 3 for an education on the queer history of Andy Warhol. Tomorrow night at 6, you can go to the August Wilson African American Cultural Center in Pittsburgh to watch The House of Stones. The film is Redwood LLC's debut feature film, and it's described as a dramatic comedy following four brothers who meet for their first time at their father's funeral. General admission for the film is $25. Running from February 1st through the 19th, the O'Reilly Theater in Pittsburgh is presenting a Midsummer Night's Dream in Harlem. Resident director Justin Emeka mixes Shakespeare's classic play with the culture of Harlem to create a mythical story in a magical world. And Pittsburgh is hosting tons of concerts this upcoming week, including the Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban in concert. And it's going to be played in the Heinz Hall tomorrow and Sunday. The Best Harry Potter Movie soundtrack is going to play it live at 7 tomorrow and 2 on Sunday. That same day, the Craft House Stage and Grill is hosting 7 Mile Detour and Brian Genovese as they perform Thunderstruck, America's AC/DC tribute at 8. Then on Sunday, the Concert Crave Artist Showcase is continuing their winter tour at the Craft House Stage and Grill at 4. Then on Wednesday, Lake Street Dive is bringing their alternative indie sound to Stage AE with Monica Martin. And have you ever seen the Teen Wolf series? Well, if so, you should check out Teen Wolf the movie that released yesterday on Paramount+. Let's take a look at what you can expect from a movie 6 years in the making.
I have someone who has a special talent for these kinds of things. We call him the Alpha.
Right, like a dog.
No, like a wolf.
The Teen Wolf TV series story continues in Teen Wolf the movie.
How do we know she's really Allison?
Who are you?
It's me, it's Scott. It's just so iconic. And the fact that we got to bring this back and do it again with Crystal was just, it was surreal, it was perfect. I'm so happy that it happened. It's hard to express how grateful and stoked I am for this. This is something that I've always wanted for the entirety of the show.
Whoever or whatever is out there right now, it's not Allison.
It's so rare as an actor to be able to revisit a character 10 years later as a different human being. It's really something.
It just feels like home. It feels like you have a bunch of siblings and you're going home for the holidays. And there's no other job that you get to be, at least for me, that I have that feeling.
The movie also serves as a pouncing off point for the new Paramount Plus streaming series Wolfpack.
I'm still standing! I'm still the Alpha!
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
Wow, what a movie. I'm excited. And over break, I was able to watch The White Lotus, the HBO original anthology series. And the show follows groups of guests visiting the White Lotus resorts, with Season 1 being set in Hawaii and Season 2 being set in Italy. Both seasons were fantastic, but I have to give the edge to the second season. It's incredible how the show creates so many compelling characters and stories, and I can't wait to see what characters and locations they choose for next season, which has already been renewed. And for our first Focus Back, I thought I would choose a song that I heard when coming back to campus. So I've chosen Sooner or Later by the Grassroots. Me and my buddy Cam went to Romo's, and we both tried to Shazam the absolute blast of a song. I wasn't able to get it, but luckily he caught it, saving it from being lost to the sands of time. And oh boy, am I glad he did. It is so fun and so upbeat, it is hard not to dance along to whenever that comes on. And that's all the time we have for today. It has been a wonderful show. Thank you for everyone downstairs and upstairs.